Welcome to the second night of the 15th Annual Charles Templeton Ragtime and Jazz Festival, presented by the Mississippi State University Libraries. I am Interim Dean Tommy Anderson. If you are returning to the festival tonight, I hope you enjoyed last night's program. If you are joining us for the first time tonight, welcome to the virtual festival this year. We hope to be in person next year. Last night's show was a retrospective from the last 10 years of ragtime and jazz festivals. Tonight, the festival features the best performances from the 2020 program and pre-recorded selections from the artists who are supposed to join us in person for this year's show. If you enjoy the festival, please consider making a gift to our new annual giving campaign. If you would like to support the library by providing a gift, visit the festival website at festival.library.msstate.edu. You'll also see the information for your gift to support this kind of innovative programming across your screen. Finally, I would like to dedicate the 2021 Charles Templeton Ragtime and Jazz Festival to Dean Emerita Frances Coleman, whose leadership sustained the library for over 50 years. It was her vision that made this festival an annual event. Thank you. Now I turn it over to Associate Dean Stephen Canetto, who will introduce the show.
Thank you, Tommy. This time I'd like to again thank Jeff Barnhart and his wife Ann for all the work that they've put into this festival. Jeff, of course, is our artistic director, and he has spent many hours working with our performers and with our MSU Television Center to make this a successful event, and we appreciate his work. We also want to thank our sponsors, the Mississippi Arts Commission, the National Endowment for the Arts, and the Greater Starkville Development Partnership for supporting us throughout all these years. At this time, I'd like to introduce Chip Templeton.
Thank you, Stephen. It's a pleasure to be with you again tonight for the second evening of the Charles Templeton Ragtime and Jazz Festival. It's my pleasure in just a moment to introduce Mr. Jeff Barnhart. For those that were here last night, you know you just couldn't wait to come back tonight just to see Jeff all over again and what he might have planned for us tonight. This is your first night here. You're in for a great treat. So we're going to have a lot of fun with Mr. Jeff Barnhart from Mystic, Connecticut.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Chip. What an honor it is to be hosting our 15th anniversary event and my 8th year as artistic director. Those of you who were lucky enough to see last night's performance might be wondering, how are they going to top that? We think you'll be impressed. The first half of tonight's show will feature highlights from our 2020 festival, which we held in late February, so we were able to hold it live. During this first segment, you'll enjoy the virtuosity and vitality of the fabulous Jerron Blind Boy Paxton, a multi-instrumentalist, historian, storyteller, and humorist. Jerron performs worldwide in venues vast and intimate. We were so glad to have him at last year's festival, and when you see him, you'll know why. We will also feature a terrific duet by the celebrated piano duo Stephanie Trick and Paolo Alderighi. From the humorous spoken introduction to the quasi-classical opening to the breakneck finish, one tune is all you need to experience the incredible spectrum of this duo's gifts. Beyond their superlative musicianship, they happen to be two of the very nicest people I am honored to call friends. Enjoy.
This is the TP. The Santa Fe. The Texas Midland. Biggest state in the union. The Model T Ford. Thank you. Thank you. Certain people here have played Carnegie Hall, other people play that. Hello, Central, what's the matter with the line? I want to talk to this high brown of mine. Oh, hello, Central, can't talk to my brown. Storm last night and told him why I was all down. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now? Must I hesitate? I'm gonna play a few old tunes and I'm gonna see if I can turn them into ragtime. This is an example how we'd play the old-fashioned music. You get some reels, some jigs, some hornpipes, and ragtime is something you'd add to music, add to flavor up the dance a little bit more elite syncopation. So I'll play you a couple hornpipes and a good old-fashioned ragged reel, then I think you'll enjoy it. If you don't, pat your foot and pretend you do. Won't hurt nothing. The thing I pride myself on is the communication, because most of the audiences I play with don't share my culture. And to be able to communicate that culture to people is one of the things I value most. So, yeah, I don't know, I describe my music as it's a connector. It connects me to my forebearers who made it, and it connects me with the rest of the world, because when they hear it, language and culture and nation and all those things sort of get swept aside, and they understand it for what it is, pure music.
This was a tune composed in 1920 by Al Jolson, Vincent Rose, and Buddy Da Silva. It's called Avalon. After it was written, Puccini, I'm Italian, so I have to play this, Giacomo Puccini, publisher, sued the composer saying, "You stole a melody from a Puccini opera," in particular, the aria E Lucean le Stelle from Tosca, and the publisher won the lawsuit. And I think they won something like $25,000 in 1920, plus all the royalties generated after that. So we're going to play, I want to play for you a little bit of this E Lucean le Stelle, and then we'll play Avalon. I think we won't be charged for that, right? Jeff, we can play that. All right, thank you.
an exhilarating show so far. I think Steph and Paolo can eat anything they want after one of their shows. Such energy. In fact, I enjoyed their version of Avalon so much, I think we should open the second segment of the first half of tonight's show with another song from them. It's Boogie and Blues time. After the duet, we'll be treated to a great old ragtime song by pianist scholar Bill Edwards. He has a website called ProfessorBill.com. That's spelled P-E-R-F-E-S-S-O-R. It has more information on ragtime music, composers, and performers than any one other place in the universe. If you have a question you'd like answered or a myth you'd like debunked, that's the place to go. Duran will join us once again with some Zydeco music. Although our festival is rooted in ragtime, there are so many other styles of early American music that it would be a shame to leave any of them out. Finally, I get into the act and join our entire cast of 2020 musicians in a rousing finale. Sit back and have fun.
Well, Bill's at the door, chill to the core. Please, baby Hannah, take me back once more. I'm here in the snow, and I'm shivering so. My bones are rattling in the breezes that blow. Well, Hannah, be nice. I'm cold as ice. Why don't you answer me, babe? I've done knocked twice. I'm hungry too, I smell a chicken stew. Hannah, I love only you. Oh, Hannah, 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 won't you open that door? Well, Hannah, Hannah, won't you change your manner? It's old Bill Edwards, don't you love me no more? Well, I need, 'cause I plead, I need that place behind the stove that I used to have before. Well, Hannah, oh, Hannah, why the devil won't you open that door? Well, let me in, please. Honest, I'll freeze. I'll surely catch the grip and I'm starting to sneeze. Oh, please stop that rhyme, gal, 'cause it's a crime. You're singing a song about the old summertime. I've got frostbitten feet, nose like a beet. Oh, I'm frozen shore, and honey, I need some heat. I love you still, and I always will. Open the door, babe, it's Bill. Hannah, Hannah, oh, Hannah, won't you open that door? Well, Hannah, Hannah, won't you change your evil manner? It's the old professor, don't you love me no more? Well, I plead, 'cause I need that place behind the stove that I used to have before. Well, Hannah, oh, Hannah, oh, why the devil won't you open that door?
I'll play you a little Zydeco music. Y'all know what Zydeco is. It's a little bean. Zydeco is a little bean that you usually cook with your catfish. So when you get to snapping Zydeco and skinning catfish, you're having a good time. You don't need much of any instrument to have a good time with Zydeco music or la-la music. And some other more disparaging names they call that kind of music. Some in French, some in English. It don't make no difference. It's all the same. But I was a fellow who had his little accordion knocked off the table when he was 16. Thank God. And I did not go down that wicked path of sin and degradation and squeak and squawk. But I transferred all that to this little mouth organ. Everybody here belongs to me. And at night when you asleep, into your dormitory I'm gonna creep. And the moon that shine above soon will light our way up to love. You rule this whole campus with me, 'cause I'm that chic, that chic, that chic of Araby. Yeah.
Well, I'm the Sheik of Araby. The oil belongs to me. At night when you're asleep, the price up I'm gonna creep. And those cars that you all love, you'll have to get out and shove. So send your dough to me, 'cause I'm the Sheik of Araby. That wraps up our 2020 Best of the Best presentation, ladies and gentlemen. And my sincere thanks go out to Jerron, Blind Boy Paxton, Paolo Alderighi, Stephanie Trick, and Bill Edwards for the great job they did last year. As you can see, we were all having lots of fun. And that is the theme of every year. It gets more and more fun every year, lots of education, lots of entertainment, and above all, lots of terrific music. We're now moving forward into 2021, and I will take the opportunity to repay the favor that I was given at the beginning of tonight's entertainment by my good friend Chip Templeton. I will introduce him now because he will bring us from 2020 into 2021 by describing a very special tradition that we have here at the festival involving a wonderful young man. His name was Keon Dosher, a lover of music, a pianist, just a marvelous young person. And Chip will tell you more about that and the award, which we now give out annually to a worthy recipient in the music department here at the university. Enjoy.
This is the time in our annual programming that we do one of the things that I personally enjoy the most. This is the Keon Dosher Award that we give for outstanding person in the MSU Department of Music. Before we get into that and introduce our award winner this year, I want to give a little history of this award because it's something that's very meaningful to us at the library. Keon Dosher was an outstanding student at MSU. Several years ago, he was asked to be our first student performer here at our festival. He performed a beautiful song that everyone really enjoyed. It was something very special, but everyone that was there kind of realized what a special person this was. He had a certain charisma about him, not just his music. As a coincidence, just a few weeks later, Keon passed away. And we remember not only his music, but the passion that he has for his music. Something about him was more than just music, and we wanted to remember that. So we have partnered with the Department of Music here at MSU and asked them, Dr. Rose Saba and Dr. Jackie Edwards Henry, if they would come up with us a winner that we could award here at the library for the Keon Dosher Award every year that would have those qualities of Keon, someone that we could say not only is an outstanding musician, but a person of integrity that just has a great purpose. And it's been a joy to have Keon's parents with us every year. So I'm just going to pretend right now that Charles and Tammy Dosher are standing by me, as we always do, to be here to award Eli Denson as our award winner. So Eli, the program's all yours. Thank you. Congratulations.
I'm very pleased to be the recipient of the Keon Dosher Student Achievement Award this year. I've heard many things. I did not get to personally know Keon, unfortunately, when he was in his life, but from my teachers and faculty members that have known him, it's a great honor to be remembered and to remember him and what he meant to everyone here at Mississippi State. This award will allow me to continue my studies in music and music education, and to better myself, and to hopefully be able to continue my career in music and remember Keon for everything that he did.
Such a talented young man. I am a sucker for classical guitar, and he played two of my favorite pieces. Now, we're honored to present more on-campus talent with a trio made up of professors at the university. They're all music professors, and the name of the trio is Millennia Musicae. It is comprised of Dr. Rosangela Yazbek Seba on piano, Dr. Denise Rowan on bassoon, and Sherry Falcone on clarinet. They'll be sharing some syncopated pieces from South America with you. It is a truly captivating sound. Enjoy. dancing around to that. Good thing I didn't film that, because I wasn't very good. We will now give you a taste of the talents of each of the musical acts we invited for 2021. We are very much looking forward to welcoming them back in person in 2022. Each comes with such enthusiasm for the ragtime and early jazz genres, as well as stunning virtuosity. We'll begin with some selections from percussionist Josh Duffy, who hails from Davenport, Iowa, a town with a very significant jazz heritage, as cornetist Bix Beiderbecke came from there. In addition to the xylophone you will hear him play during his set, next year you will be treated to his expertise on his vintage drum set when he joins my wife Anne and myself as part of our Sweet and Hot Quartet. Better sit down for this one. Mr. Duffy is a whirlwind.
Hello from Davenport, Iowa, the hometown of Bix Beiderbecke. My name is Josh Duffy, and it's an honor to be here for the 15th annual Charles Templeton Ragtime and Jazz Festival. I know the event is online this year, but we can all be excited for being in person next year and having a great time together. I have 4 musical selections I'm going to perform for you, and these are an inspiration for me from my favorite xylophone player named Teddy Brown. Now, Teddy was born here in the United States around 1900, and he moved to England in 1926, where he performed and lived for the rest of his life until he passed away in 1946 from a heart attack. Now, Teddy Brown was no small guy. Teddy Brown weighed close to 400 pounds. And so with all the COVID diet I've had going on, I'm starting to near my Teddy Brown limit here. So I gotta get back in shape here and get moving. So hopefully playing the xylophone, this will shed some calories for me. But I have a piano accompanist that I'd like to thank, Andy Shum, my good friend of close to 20 years from Chicago, who recorded the backing tracks that you're going to be hearing coming out of the speakers here. I'm very low tech, and I wish I could have Andy here in person, but this is the next best thing for having him here. And so between the songs, I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording in the back and tell you a little bit about the next song there, just to keep things flowing. But these won't be 4 or 5 courses. There are going to be a couple courses of each one, so you have a good idea of what Teddy Brown and Frankie Compton, his piano player, used to record and perform back in the day. And if you're interested, I'd say hop on over to YouTube when the program is all over this evening and enjoy more Teddy Brown on YouTube. So the first song I have for performing for you comes from the Manhattan Melody Makers, in which Teddy Brown performed with, a big group at that point. And so this one is entitled Glad Rag Doll. So there we are, Glad Rag Doll by the Manhattan Melody Makers. So I'm going to switch songs, going on to the next one here. All right, now the next 3 that I have for you, you can actually hear online and hear Teddy Brown performing with Frankie Compton at the piano. So it's just xylophone and piano. You'll also hear Teddy Brown switch over to the saxophone. I don't play the saxophone, and that's probably a very good thing, because that would probably hurt your ears a lot. But Teddy Brown was very talented and could put the mallets down grab his saxophone, start performing, and then put the saxophone back down, grab the mallet, and go to town again. And so the next one here, as I mentioned, is just Frankie Compton and Teddy Brown. This one is entitled Honey. There we are, Honey. And Andy sounds fantastic on piano. He's one of the greatest musicians I've ever had the chance to perform with, and it's just been an honor being his friend for close to 20 years. And what makes it great is he's only 2.5 hours away, being in Chicago. So I get to perform with his group quite often as well. So again, thank you, Andy, for all the wonderful backtracks here. All right, so we're gonna have fun with this next one, and it'll actually feature Andy the second time through. And this is one that everybody's probably very familiar with, entitled Just a Gigolo, but the name on the record is Handsome Gigolo. There we are, Just a Gigolo. All right, and I have one more song for the last musical selection. But again, thank you so much for asking me to be a part of this. I love getting to play the xylophone and love music of the 1920s. It just makes you happy, makes you feel good. And as I said, I'm very excited to be a part of the festival next year in person with everybody else. So again, thank you everybody. Enjoy all the wonderful performers. And I will close my portion of the program with Painting the Clouds with Sunshine, a nice happy song. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful time, and we will see you next year. Thank you so much.
Phew. What did I tell you? Josh must have burned a week's worth of calories during that set. Now we're going to take you down to a town where the tempo is a bit more relaxed. That's right, our next stop is the Big Easy, New Orleans, to taste the sweet music of the Brunius Hook duo. Tom Hook has been with us before and is a treasured musician and historian of American music of all styles, genres, and eras. Wendell Brunius comes from a storied family native to New Orleans that has contributed to the creation, preservation, and perpetuation of jazz in the Crescent City for over 4 generations. This music oozes with musical honey. Sit back, grab your favorite adult beverage, and bask in their balmy sounds.
All right, this is a song from the great Louis Armstrong, and it was originally done with he and Earl Hines, and Louis made this song famous, titled "Don't Forget That Monday Date." Step back, baby, look you in your eye. Now don't forget that Monday date, baby, that you promised me last Tuesday. And now don't forget that Monday date, baby, that you promised me last Tuesday. Now don't forget it, please don't be late. That's gonna be my good news day. I'm gonna shine my shoes, tighten up my tie. Step back, baby, look you dead in your eye. Now don't forget that Monday date that you promised me last Tuesday. that you promised me last Tuesday. Now don't forget it, please don't be late. That's gonna be my good news day. I'm gonna shine my shoes, tighten up my tie, step back, baby, look me dead in your eye. Now don't forget that Monday date. Oh, that you promised me last Tuesday.
Hello, everybody. This is Tom Hook with the great Wendell Brunius. We're very happy to be with you. The next song we'd like to do for you is a song written by Duke Ellington for a session called The Great Summit, featuring some of the premier New Orleans musicians. It was done in the 1950s, this featuring the legendary Louis Armstrong. This song, written by Ellington for Armstrong, probably one of the most beautiful songs you may never have heard before. It's called Azalea. Spring day down old New Orleans way with fragrance divine. In such magnificent regalia, so fine. Azalea. Oh, what a lovely sight in red and pink and white. And I do believe that nothing evil can assail ya. So naive, Azalea. You at ease under the moss-covered trees. Who stops touching the makeup on my ceiling? And the change like fall of a cypress swamp. I've never had such a strange feeling. Got to go back there, find that blossom fair that I always dreamed of. 'Cause with you who could be a failure, you're my first love, Azalea.
feeling in the church like bump of a cypress swamp. I've never had such a strange feeling. I've got to go back there, find that blossom fair that I've always dreamed of. 'Cause with you could be a failure. You're my first love. My very first love. Here's a little music by the great Louis Jordan and his Timpani Five, the king of jump swing. This one's called Choo Choo Cha Boogie. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. See the trainer roll a watch a ball and jack. I'm a Democratic fella's named Mac. But take me right back to the track, Jack. Come on, choo choo, choo choo, cha boogie, ooh ooh, ooh ooh, cha boogie, choo choo, choo choo, cha boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jack. Come on, choo choo, choo choo, cha boogie, ooh ooh, ooh ooh, cha boogie, choo choo, choo choo, cha boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jack. Oh, let it be.
Everyone, it was so wonderful to be here almost with you, but maybe next year we'll be there in person. Me and Tom were just so happy to have performed for you, and Hope we made you a little happy. See you next year. Thank you.
Man, oh man, I wish I were down there with them. And not just because it's freezing here up north. Well, it seems we have a theme going on here, visiting places that are important to early American music, ragtime and jazz. From Davenport to New Orleans, we'll travel to a city with deep connections in both ragtime and early jazz, St. Louis, Missouri. But as always, our journey comes with a twist. Our next performer now calls St. Louis his home, but originally hailed from Coventry and then moved to Cumbria, England. Young T.J. Muller is a powerful force for good. His attitude is indefatigably positive and his music is hot. In addition to the banjo and guitar he'll play for you and his great singing, next year you'll hear him on trumpet and trombone as well. He'll make up the fourth member of the Sweet and Hot Quartet in addition to having some solo feature spots in next year's festival. Introducing T.J. Muller.
Hi folks, my name is T.J. Muller. I am a musician based out of St. Louis, Missouri. I was born and raised in the UK and first came to the States when I was offered a job playing trumpet in the Americana band Pokey Lafarge, with which I toured for 3 years. I eventually left the group to spend more time focused on early styles of jazz and especially St. Louis's own rich jazz and ragtime history. Here in St. Louis I lead 2 jazz bands, working mostly around the city and on our historic riverfront. I host a weekly ragtime and jazz radio show and deliver tours at the Scott Joplin House State Historic Site. It's a real honour to be a part of this online programming and I hope you enjoyed the tunes I've picked out for you. I'm going to start out by performing this great number from 1924, written by Milton Ager and Jack Yellen, titled Big Bad Bill is Sweet William Now.
Town they called Louisville, they lived a man named Big Bad Bill. I want to tell you, he sure was tough and he really could strut his stuff. He had folks half scared to death. When he walked by, people held their breath. He was a fighting man, sure enough. Well, Bill found himself a wife, and now he leads a different life. For Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now. Married life done changed our Bill somehow. He was a man folks used to fear. Now the children call him Sweet Papa Willie dear. He was stronger than Samson, I declare, till the new loving Delilah came and cut his hair. Big Bad Bill don't fight anymore. He just washes dishes and he sweeps the floor. He used to go out always looking for a fight. Well, now he's home and sees his loving mama every night. Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now. Say Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now. Married life done changed our Bill somehow. He Santa came and cut his hair. Big Bad Bill don't fight anymore. No, he just washes dishes and he sweeps the floor. He used to go out, always looking for a fight. Well, now he's on his seas, just loving mama every night. For Big Bad Bill, his sweet William, the children call him Sweet Papa Willie dear. Yes, Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now.
Next up, I'm going to play a tune that was actually created as a guitar solo by the singer and guitarist Nick Lucas. Nick Lucas is now perhaps best remembered for his vocal hits of the 1920s like Tiptoe Through the Tulips. But I had fun playing this 1923 instrumental on my banjo titled Teasing the Frets. Finally, I'm going to leave you with a little vocal number I enjoyed performing. The folk song When You and I Were Young, Maggie dates back to the mid-19th century, but in 1922, Jack Frost and Jimmy McHugh put a new spin on it with the When You and I Were Young, Maggie blues. This piece was recorded throughout the 1920s and beyond. I think my favourite version is by Cliff Edwards, who was actually born in Hannibal, Missouri, and began his career right here in St. Louis. Well, I hope you enjoy my version, and I can't wait to see you in person and perform alongside the incredible musicians on this program sometime in the future.
requested to sing one of those old-time songs, one that my grandfather used to sing. But I'm afraid that I might play it all wrong. I'd fill it with the blues and everything. Still, I'm gonna try my best to do one of those old little songs, but make it new. You simply take a favorite and then you flavor it with just a little bit of blue melody. Tell the band to play staccato, then you swing a little over legato. Say the Maggie tune is a raggy tune. Pay no attention to the music that they play. Just swing your blues. Oh, on the spot start to sway. It's getting hot now, 'cause the spoken time isn't broken time and all around the sea. Harmony, charmony, every loving note should be a loving boat, filled with music that you can't refuse. Now you know the way. Tell the band to play, and when you listen to it, Chris and Nick can say I've got those when you and I were young Maggie Blues. I wandered today to the hill, Maggie, if you've seen below the creek and the creaking old mill, Maggie, where we used to long, long ago. The green grass is gone from the hill, Maggie, where once those daisies sprung. The creaking old mill now is still, Maggie, since you and I were young. Take a favorite and then you flavor it with just a little bit of blue melody. Tell the band to play staccato, then you swing a little obligato. Well, the Maggie tune is a raggy tune. Pay no attention to the music when they play. Just swing your lonely blues away. On the spot start to sway. It's getting hot now, 'cause spoken time isn't broken time around the sea. Harmony, charmony, every lovely note should be a loving mode, filled with music that you can't refuse. Now you know the way. Tell the band to play, and when you listen to it, Chris and Nick can say I've got those when you and I were young. Maggie Blue.
Our final act will be familiar to many of you and comes from a town, okay, that's not quite as fabled when it comes to ragtime and jazz as Davenport, St. Louis, or New Orleans, but it is famous for the world's greatest seafood. Oh yeah, I'm getting hungry just being here in Mystic, Connecticut. My lovely wife Ann and I comprised the duo Ivory and Gold and had a terrific time recording the 3 songs that you will hear this evening. Next year, in addition to the duo, it will be our honor to make up one half of the Sweet and Hot Quartet along with TJ Muller and Josh Duffy. We're looking forward to seeing you in person in 2022. Hey everyone, Jeff and Ann Barnhart here, and for our first tune, we are going to take you back to the classic ragtime era. This one's from 1906. It's called Pickles and Peppers. It was written by Adeline Shepard. Now, during that era, it seems as if an inordinate number of ragtime compositions had food in the title. They must have all been starving artists or something. But not Ms. Shepard. She did very well in her lifetime, and perhaps this song had a great deal to do with that. It was a big hit. Here's Pickles and Peppers. Feel free to go get some. I prefer dill. second tune almost instantaneously became a jazz standard when it was written in the 1920s and is still globally revered today. The reasons are threefold, I think. The first one, it was written by George Gershwin. You just can't go wrong when you're playing one of his tunes. The second one, it has a sweeping and glorious melody. The third, he married that melody perfectly to the harmonies underneath. And it's just such a joy to play, and we hope such a joy to listen to. Enjoy our special arrangement of Someone to Watch Over Me. Cuddle up together. It's a lovely tune. We're fully aware that this festival represents both ragtime and jazz. And we have a song to finish up with that is the perfect synthesis of the two. It's a song that celebrates the old ragtime dance, the cakewalk. And it came out in the mid-1920s, was a hit for Sidney Bechet and Louis Armstrong. The song is Cakewalkin' Babies from Home. Now, I'm not sure why we think of that. You've heard, oh, it's just a cakewalk. meaning it's easy to do. That's just a cakewalk. Why did that come into being? Because the cakewalk itself is a very difficult dance. I've seen people do it. I've tried it myself, and I've thrown my back out trying. I'll tell you what, if you'd like to give it a try, if you're so moved by the music, clear all the furniture to the corners of the room and maybe put down some yoga mats. A half-inch thick would be perfect. Because if you fall, it won't matter. Just bounce back up and continue on. Here is Cakewalkin' Babies from Home. No wonder the winners of the contest would get the $50 prize and take the cake. Hey, now that's a phrase that actually is appropriate. That takes the cake. We hope we do. Here we go.
Cakewalkers may come, cakewalkers may go. I wanna tell you about this couple I know. I step and pair, debonair, and when it comes to business, not a soul can compare. Here they come, look at them syncopated going some. Ain't they demonstrating talk of the town? They're easing around, they're picking them up and laying them down. Dancing fools, that's what we like to call them. They're in a class of their own. Now the only way for you to win is to cheat them. You may tie them, but you're never gonna beat them. Strut your stuff, can't do nothing different. Cakewalking babies from home. Here they come, look at them syncopated going some. Ain't they demonstrating talk of the town? They're easing around, they're picking them up and laying them down. Dancing fools, that's what we like to call them. They're in a class of their own. Now the only way for you to win is to cheat them. You may tie 'em, but you're never gonna beat 'em. Strut your stuff, can't do nothing different. Cakewalking babies from home.
Anybody get hurt? It is so much fun making music with my wife. On behalf of everyone involved in bringing you these past 2 evenings of entertainment, I thank you for tuning in. Next year, we are planning to hold our 2022 festival in person on March 24 through 26. If you simply Google the Templeton Ragtime and Jazz Festival, you can visit our webpage, order CDs, and keep up with the latest news. I'll again invite you to look up all of our performers to learn more about their upcoming performances, projects, and recordings. And a final thank you to all who were motivated to make a donation to the proceedings over this weekend. Every cent will go toward keeping this festival thriving as we move forward in the future to present more and more fantastic musicians for your education and entertainment. For now, this is Jeff Barnhart wishing you good health and lots of syncopation.